Robert Flynn, and my in-game name is Flynn.
I'm Chase Neely, and I go by Not Lit.
My name is Kyle Rigglesworth. My in-game name is Zilchi.
Je m'appelle Alexandre Morata. Je me peux aussi appeler Quartz dans le jeu.
My name is Peter Kanasin. In-game name is Silent.
Oh! Get the f*** off me!
So I play Breach, so I open a bunch of metal walls, and I play support on defense, usually smoke or mute, which means I have an SMG-11 and I try not to die.
I've always described him as the guy who will always do his job. He doesn't care what he's doing as long as, you know, the team's winning and everything's going well.
So I started playing Rainbow Six Siege in 2015 during the open beta. My friend Cody, who was on PS4 with me at the time, downloaded the beta about a day earlier than I did. He thought it was a good game that I should download as a free beta, so why not? Ever since then, you know, I played on PS4 with my friends for about a year, and then I swapped over at the end of 2016 to PC to try and pursue something bigger and better within Siege. It was, you know, it was never supposed to be casting. It was never supposed to be coaching. It was never supposed to be playing professionally. You know, everything that's happened has been failing upwards in Siege. And it all goes back to Cody texting me one day going, "Hey, I found this beta. You should probably try it."
Flynn's communication and just knowledge of the game is absolutely insane. It's very in-depth. He's really easy to play with. He has actually pretty good mechanical skill. As much as he says he doesn't, he actually has some of the best mechanical skill as well on the team.
Carl and I, for years now, working on the Canadian Nationals in Northern Arena, have been very good friends and very good co-workers together. So when he told me that he wanted to pick up a team for the Canadian division for Siege, I immediately thought that this was a sign from above. This was a good omen. This was, Carl coming in to put me back on a track that looked pretty successful. I just put out the tweet after the correction came out that it was mostly Canadian players allowed and one American came in. I just said, look, I'm going to build a team for this. Who's interested?
You located a bomb.
Typically on attack, I'm the Thatcher main, the second support of the team. And on defense, I'm also second support. I kind of flex or second support. So like Maestro or I guess Bandit or Valkyrie. First started playing Rainbow Six in the beta. It was right before the game came out. It was the first game I ever played on PC as well. So it was a weird switch. But it was the first team I ever made. I made it with a couple friends and I had met Flynn along the way and asked him to be on the team. That was one of the first iterations of that roster as well. So we've been playing together since I've been playing comp.
It's everything. I've never gone into a team without him before. I've never gone into competitive without him before. And being able to, bring that kind of dynamic, we even talk about it in scrims and team meetings all the time, is Chase and I know how each other play. We've played together for so long now that we have this chemistry. We have this synergy with each other.
Loading's an amazing IGL. He's able to make strats that I can't make just on the run.
I guess I mainly focus on IGLing attacks. I do on defense too, but when I think of IGLing, I think of, coordinating attacks and the strategy that goes behind it and everything that happens mid-round and all that. But I want to top our division and make it to a stage. That's my goal at this point.
Let's f***ing go.
Usually the flex role, so I'll take whatever's needed on attack. So it's usually Nomad, Jackal the odd time, IQ. On defense, I'm usually flex or one of the hard supports, so Maestro or Wamai mostly. I'm a former Pro League player and I've been out of the scene for a bit now. Rank's not the same as competitive. Having a team do everything and coordinating properly is really fun. So I took it as an opportunity to go and do it again and have fun with it.
It took some coaxing to get Zilchi to come out of retirement, but I think honestly, he has shown the dedication and the improvement I didn't even think was possible.
Zilchi and Flynn both are just like the experienced players that kind of are the rocks.
My personal goal, getting back to where I was as a shot. I'm playing a lot more now, and since I played more casually, my shot's not nearly as much. Or just these players are much better than I was, and I'm still at the same level I was. Personally, from our experience right now, we can go toe to toe a bit with some Pro League teams. So I think I'm confident, honestly. I'm confident we could make it to a LAN.
Ok, bah, depuis mon arrivée dans l'équipe Mirage, je joue une position de Prager, c'est-à-dire que je joue des opérateurs comme Ash, Jaeger et Sledge. Ces opérateurs qui ont pour le premier but de faire des kills, qui sont extrêmement, qui ont beaucoup de puissance de feu. Puis c'est ça. J'ai commencé la compétition il y a à peu près 1 an. Je dirais non, plus comme 9 mois. Mais à l'époque, j'étais trop jeune pour participer à des grosses compétitions. J'avais 17 ans. Donc la Challenger League puis tout, pour moi, c'était pas accessible. Fait que j'ai commencé dans les ligues qu'on appelle Tier 3. C'est-à-dire des ligues pour joueurs qui sont underage, donc en dessous de 18 ans. Puis depuis, j'ai gravi les échelons. Puis je suis arrivé dans le Mirage.
So Cords DM'd me on Twitter just out of the blue. I had no reference. I had no vouch. No one knew him. You know, I looked him up on Tab because I thought he was hacking. He said he had like a 1.6 KD and he was a champion in Siege, which means you're the highest rank in Siege. I literally told Zilchi the first scrim we ever played with Cords, look at him. If you die, spectate him. I want to see if this kid's hacking. Because I didn't believe it. I didn't think it was the real deal. But boy, he's something else, man. He's one of one.
Quartz is the funny guy, tries to act funny. I'd say that he's mechanically one of the best players on the team.
One's gonna come up red, one pushing in now. Lana's gonna be red, 190 now.
I typically main the fragger operators, so more like Ash, Sophia. On defense, I'll play stuff like Mozzie, Flex on defense. I started playing Siege in year 1, season 3, just as Skull Rain had came out. I had met a few friends and we were playing a few games and they asked me to make a team with them, and that was back on console. And I had done that and it started looking more like a competitive for me, and I started getting really competitive into it. It's a new experience. I haven't really been anywhere near this type of competitiveness, and it's what I've wanted for a decently long period of time now, and it's like a dream come true.
When we pulled him to that first scrim, I had no hesitation, honestly. That first scrim, that first map was silent. Yeah, I pulled the trigger immediately. I said, do you want the spot? I wouldn't be at all shocked to see him in the North American League in the U.S. division come this time next year, honestly. He is honestly one of the most talented kids I've seen in the game, and I've seen a lot of people play this game while casting it.
I think my focus is actually a little bit ahead of the Canadian division. I think that's one thing I really want to excel in, obviously, because we need to get first place to go to other places. But I really want to focus on getting to SI and whatnot. I'm really wanting to just win that, obviously, which is technically everyone's goal. I want to be like the MVP. We're looking to take first place, and after taking first place, we're looking to go to as many majors as we can.
We don't have a guaranteed spot to go to any major. We have to fight for our spot to go to majors. So they want to laugh at us, they want to laugh at us. That's on them, but we'll just play us.
Not one for talking shit or Twitter at all, to be honest, but just give it time and we'll prove them wrong.
Ben, c'est sûr que je suis très excité. Pour moi, ça a toujours été un rêve d'atteindre la Pro League. Puis je suis excité de le faire avec des gens qui ont quand même beaucoup d'expérience dans le domaine, comme mes coéquipiers.
Failure is not an option here. Losing is not an option. We are the best team in Canada. We know it and everyone knows it. There's no stopping us. I don't see a world in which we don't come out on top, and we got to put all the work in necessary to be there. It's not going to be easy, but I don't see a world where we don't finish first. We have so many more heights to achieve and so many more games to play and so many more teams to beat that being here is not the top. Being here is the entry level. This is us walking in the door. Now it's time to build.